Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. So, there's something that's kind of pervasive that men go through. I mean, the majority, I'm talking 85, maybe even 90 plus percent of men, when it comes to dating and relationships with women, to meeting women, to being in a relationship where you are in the seat of power. And I don't mean control over her. That's never what I mean, but in your own power, in your own power within the relationship. And here's the thing, she actually wants you to be in that place or in that space, and I'll explain that in a moment. First, I want to give you kind of an understanding of who I am and where I'm coming from. And the word love is really what it's all about. Everything that I teach, everything that I do comes from a place of love, clarity, and understanding. And it's about wholeness. It's about understanding, compassion. It's about also bringing you back into your own space. Now, the male energy is external. We tend to invade other people's spaces. And when you do that, it causes women to close up, to shut, to pull away. So what we do, see, we teach men to become aware of their own self, and the men are like, why? What does that have to do with? It has everything to do with everything. And it's okay right now, the last 25 seconds, your brain probably doesn't understand what I'm saying. And these are concepts that are challenging for men to understand until you take my course, Crack the Female Code. And once you take the course, as we put the pieces together, your whole world's going to shift. You're going to come back to this video and go, man, he's been saying this in every video, and yet I couldn't even understand the words that he was saying. It's not that I'm hiding something, it's that I'm trying to explain concepts that are right brain concepts. You're a left brain male, and I'm trying to explain, like, look, that stuff doesn't work for her mating system. Her mating system is connected to the right brain's processor. So when you understand right brain language and right brain processing, all of a sudden, understanding women becomes very, I'm going to use bad English, very extremely possible. All of a sudden you're like, oh, it's like a veil was lifted. It was right there, right in front of your face, but you were using the wrong processor. That's literally what's going on. Even when I use the word seduction, I don't mean left brain male seduction, because that's about manipulation, control. It's about lying. It's about telling her things she wants to hear. And you're like, well, wait, what? See, here's the thing. Your brain is the either or brain. So you're like, hey, Mike, what's the right thing to say? You've already killed it. You've already destroyed it. You destroyed the relationship. You've already started off on the wrong foot, and it will implode even if she goes out with you. Within months, she's going to go, oh, he's just been telling me what he thinks I want to hear. And nothing pisses a woman off more than that. Because you've been acting, you've been faking it, you've been lying the entire time she's been dating you, and now she's realized, is like, holy shit, this guy's been bamboozling me for 6 months. Nothing freaks a human being out like that. You do not want to say the right thing to a woman. Yes, you heard me right. You do not want to go, okay, what's the right thing to say? You've already ruined the relationship. Now, here's another thing that you've been doing to yourself unconsciously. That's been destroying you. There's a very sad fact about human behavior, especially when it comes to men. Life is extremely unfair to most of men, and we're talking about 90+%, okay, about 93%. Now, a lot of you guys watch one guy out of about 100, maybe 3 guys out of 100, they just for some reason, women chase them. They like them. They have sex with them. They cook for them. They clean. They beg to go out with them. And you're just like I don't understand. I make more money than that guy. I'm taller than that guy. I'm better looking. I'm more popular. I'm a professional athlete. Like, I don't know. Like, what is it about this guy? He's right brain. Now, evolution has caused the majority of men to, all right, there's a set of nerves between the left brain and the right brain. This is called the corpus callosum. So you were born not having as many, call it neurological connections from left to right brain, meaning nerve connections from left to right. So you can't switch over to your right brain either at all or very well. And you can't do it fast like a woman. Now, the reason why is Mother Nature realizes a certain amount of men are going to have to, A, die in war. Because someone has got to protect the society. They have got to protect the tribe or protect the nation. So you are a sacrifice. Now, when you open up to your right brain, I'm telling you, this is what happened when men take my course. They will go out in public and go, Mike, look at that guy. I'm like, uh-huh. Mike, look at that guy. Uh-huh. Look at their eyes. I'm like, uh-huh. Yep. Look at that one. I'm like, mm-hmm. What's wrong with them? I'm like, same thing that was wrong with you before you came in. No, I wasn't like, and they're like, oh my God, I was blind. Yeah, yep, you were blind. And once you're in the right brain, you can see it. And then you realize, holy shit, women have been seeing this. Yep, women have been seeing this their entire lives. And they're not attracted to it at all. Her mating system goes, nope, not that one. That's not the one. There is a competition, a battle to get the top 7% men. It's not because they're like somehow more muscular. I'm macho. It's not that. It's not that. It's men that are open to the right brain. It's very few men are born this way. It is very rare. But you can learn how to do it. Her mating system is connected to the right brain. When you're open to your right brain with your male or female, you can see it. You can see who's closed. And you can see who's open, and those are the ones they want. So you've been fighting this battle that you can't win. Not from your perspective, but you can win from the other side. That's what this course is about. So here's what happens. Society also needs a group of workers. This is honestly like honeybees or ants. You've got your army ants, you got your worker ants, or they usually say the army ants, the worker bees. So a certain amount of bees are designed to fight. A certain amount of bees are designed to work, okay? So that takes up a big chunk of male society. Now you're going, well then why do women marry these men? Because they don't have any other choice. The majority of men are this way, and most women, there's another inborn drive within women. It's to get pregnant and have babies. It is such a driver. It's like they can't help it. Like they want a baby so bad. They want sex. They want love. So they take what they can get. They take what's left over. So you've seen these other men, and here's what you want. The women respect them. They treat them well. They give them blowjobs. They give them sex. They do everything they want. They make them happy. There's a reason why. And it's not from, hey, Mike, what's the right thing to say? That is the wrong place to come from. And that's the thing I was saying a little bit earlier in the video of this is what you're doing to yourself that's damaging yourself. You are coming from a place of, I want her permission. I want her approval. Mike, what is the curtsy? How is the best way to bow? How is the best way to curtsy to make her like me? Wrong answer and wrong question. When you come from the perspective and position of what's the right thing to say, what's the right thing to do, how do I make her like me? You've already lost. You've already, not only have you lost, but you have been damaging yourself by convincing yourself this is the right thing to do. And I'm telling you, it's the complete wrong thing to do. You're putting yourself on the chessboard of the space of, I need permission or approval to move. You are coming from a place of powerlessness. You have no power from that position. What we do in the course Crack the Female Code is we flip it around. Now, I don't mean some kind of egotistical manipulative tactic. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Because that's playing the game. You're still playing this game of needing approval. It's not about tricking her. See, that's what the left brain is all about. How can I outmaneuver her? How can I trick her? How can I make her like me? Mike, what's the right thing to say? That's not what my course is about. It's about love, communication, and understanding. When a woman finds a guy that is coming from this place, her heart opens wide open. Her mating system is hardwired to be naturally triggered. Naturally, guys, not some lie, not some cheat code, none of the bullshit. But when you understand what she's really looking for, it's about you looking for you, not the other way around. What a woman's looking for, and women say this to men all the time, and here's the thing, the left brain, you can't even hear it. You can't even process it. You've heard women say it. You've heard it in movies. It's in songs. It's in poetry. You've heard girlfriends say this. You've heard your female friends say it to their friends. You've heard your mother, your sisters, your aunties. You've heard it your entire life, but you couldn't hear it. Because you were in your left brain. You were in the external brain. It's not about her. Yep, it's about you. It always has been. That is what this course is about. Teaching you how to finally step back into you. This is what I call stepping back into your power. Your power is not out there. It is not disconnected from you. It is not dissociated from you. It is associated. It is connected. It is inside you physically, neurologically, literally. Physics, science. All those pickup artist courses are all about her. It's all about what does she think? What do I do to make her like me? Technique number 1, technique number 2, step 1, step 3, step 4. It's all tactics. It's all games. It's all little childish 6-year-old boy games. And women do not find this shit mature at all. And it does not turn them on. It doesn't work in the long run either. See, you are not the machine mind. The machine mind is the left brain. That is the dissociated brain. Sounded familiar. Didn't Mike just say something about being connected and associated? Yeah. The left brain is the outside of your body brain. It's the external brain. It's the dissociated. It's the disconnected brain. The right brain is yourself. It's being in the present moment. It is the associated brain. It is when you connect to yourself. When a woman sees a man who is connected to himself, it blows her fucking mind. They're just like, what? Because men don't do that. You become that guy. You become that unicorn that women are going, whoa, who's that? They'll tell you, like, my grandma told my mom when she was a teenage girl, she met one time this one guy. He was like this. It was like a unicorn. But he only talked to her for like 30 minutes and she's never seen a man like that before in her life. It is rare. And it's exactly what she's looking for. See, when you come from this external place, it disconnects her from her body, which disconnects her from her emotions, which makes her feel very unsafe. It makes her feel unstable. It's nervousness, it's anxiety. And women do not like this, but this is what men do to women. This is why women bitch and complain and moan and you're like, they won't stop. It's because you're disconnecting her. When you connect with yourself, now she can connect with herself, and this grounds her emotionally and makes her feel very, very comfortable. This is what a woman's looking for in a man. This is power. When you're in your logical brain, you're coming from your forehead. When you do that after 10-15 minutes, it gives her a headache because now you're shoving her into her forehead, technically processing from the left brain, but you feel it in your forehead, it tightens up, and you give women headaches. So when you went on a date and you spent all that money on her thinking, oh, she's definitely going to have sex now, and you hear her go, oh my God, I got to go home, I've got a headache. It's because you gave her a headache. Now, I said this to a client of mine years ago, well, actually a couple clients, and he looked at me like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no, I'm talking about you. He goes, me? What are you talking? I go, dude, you're giving me a headache. See, the whole time he thought I was talking about other dudes, not him, because, he's the cool guy. And I'm like, no, I'm talking about fucking you. And he goes, what are you talking about? He kind of got offended and his ego got hurt, which is the whole point. This course is about letting go of your ego. So he was butthurt, he was pissed, so he went back to his hotel at the end of the night of the training, and he came back the next morning, and he was in a completely different state of mind. And I said, what's going on, man? And he said, you really hurt me when you said that about me. I'm like, well, yeah, but if I can't get you to change, the course isn't going to work for you. He's, no. He goes, it really upset me, and it really made me think about it. And he goes, women have told me that exact thing. I've got a headache, and I thought they were just being the B word and, like just taking advantage of me, paying for expensive dinners. He goes, but I realized my mom says that to me all the time. And at this point, I'm just kind of looking at him like, okay. And he goes, I called my mom this morning. And I brought this subject up and told her how I was taking your course, a cracked FEMA code on helping men understand women, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And I told him what you said and how it hurt my feelings and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, Eric, he's right. She goes, you always give me a headache. That's why I'm always telling you, I've got to go, Eric. I can't talk anymore. I've got a headache. And he goes, well, I just thought you meant you just had a headache. She was like, no, I was trying to say that you're giving me a headache. He goes, well, you never said it like that. She goes, I have said it like that, but you didn't believe me. Guys, you're so used to being in this linear means narrow line, like concentrated energy. It's focused, it's pressure. You're so used to having this pressure behind your eyes and your forehead. You're so used to it, you don't even know it exists anymore. When I take you out of that, the pressure goes away and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize how much pressure I had behind my eyes. Like a lot of guys like, dude, I have a sharp pain behind my eyes. I've had it for years and I didn't even realize it till just now. This is a universal, across the globe, around the world, north to south, south to north, east to west, west to east. This is a universal experience that women have with men, period. And then you get mad because they don't want to have sex because you literally turned her off. Like literally you turned her, it's like a button that you turned off. And now she's in pain. Now, remember how I said earlier in the video, like this isn't about some magical trick or manipulation or, what's the right thing to say? I'm like, no. It's teaching you how to connect with your emotions and your feelings. Now, the second part is teaching you how to speak the right brain's language because she can understand that language. Now, a lot of you are like, what do you mean she can understand that language? What are you talking, Mike? Women don't understand men at all. I can't tell you over the last 30 years how many times I've asked women, they would say, oh yeah, I just learned to nod and smile and go, and act like I understand when I'm like, I don't know what he even means. Well, I'm telling you guys, we are speaking two completely different languages. When you speak that language, she looks at you like you're stupid. When she speaks her language and you don't understand her, she looks at you like you're stupid. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, guys, but I'm telling you, and because here's what's going to happen. When you pop out of it, when you open up to the right brain, you're going to be like, oh my, you're going to look at men and go, God, they sound so dumb. But Mike, my ego says I sound smart. And that makes you look like a little boy. Guess what? Women don't have sex with little boys. Shocking, huh? Now, back to the part about it not being about the right thing to say or some magical manipulation trick. Here's what it's about. When you connect with yourself and speak her language. See, the reason why we want you to speak her language is so, number one, she can understand you. Women understand communication by emotionally feeling what you're saying, but men don't do that. They're in the left brain. The right brain is the emotional processor. The left brain is the logical processor. When you're in your logical brain, there's no emotions, there's no feelings. Not only are there no emotions or feelings, there's no emotions or feelings being expressed in the emotional right brain language. She can't understand. Okay, in order for a woman to understand you, she has to have an emotional, physical experience of what you're saying. If she's not feeling, seeing, hearing, and sensing what you're saying, she's looking at you with this blank stare of, She's nodding her head going, I have no idea what he's trying to say. And women will be like, why don't you just tell me what you mean? And men are like, I just told you I had a great day. And she's like, what does that mean? Now, this is another piece that causes you to go, hey, Mike, so what's the right thing to say? The right thing to say is, what do you want to say? What do you feel right now? Say that. And you're like, really? Yes. But you have to say it in the right brain language. You do that, she'll finally understand you. Now here's the really cool thing. Instead of saying the right thing, it's literally like learning how to speak Spanish fluently and then going to Mexico and talking to people in their language so they can understand you. In other words, instead of going to the restaurant saying, hey Mike, what's the right food to order so my wife likes me, so my girlfriend wants to have sex with me? It's like, dude, that's the wrong question. What do you want to eat? Well, I really want to have this chicken burrito with the green salsa with this. Well, then tell the waitress that. Oh, really? Yes, she just wants to know what you want to eat. There is no right or wrong thing to eat. The other thing that men don't understand is when you have a conversation with a woman, she genuinely just wants to know what you think. What do you believe? Like, what are your feelings around an issue? Like, what do you think about blah, blah, blah? Believe it or not, but women are so curious, and here's the other word, fascinated with what other people think. And if you're telling her the right thing to say, she doesn't know what you think. She doesn't know what you believe. She doesn't know what you desire. She doesn't know what you want. She doesn't know what you like. I mean, you got to understand, it's kind of like studying another group of people. Like me, I love learning from people from other countries. It just blows my mind. I love learning about people from Thailand, Southeast Asia, China, people from different parts of Africa. I'm just like blown away at well, why do you people do that? I genuinely want to know. But imagine if an African from Africa goes, what is the right thing to tell Mike? What does he want to hear? Imagine every time you and I went out to lunch and I'm going, what's the right thing to order so he likes me, like he becomes my buddy. And then after 6 months, I'm like, I fucking hate chicken burritos. And you're like, what are you talking about? You always order chicken burritos. I can't stand them. That's what a lot of men do to their girlfriends and wives. They'll eat something that she makes from, I love it. Oh, it's delicious. And then after like a year, they blow up. I can't fucking stand this. And she's like, what are you talking about? You love this meal. I was lying to you. She's like, why would you do that? I am telling you guys, if you're coming from the place of what's the right thing to say, you put yourself in the position of asking permission from her, even though you may not technically be going, do I have permission to say this? So if you feel like you've been in, I'm going to wrap it up with this. If you feel like you are in a position of powerlessness when it comes to women, it's because you were raised that way. Society raises men to be that way. Women, your mothers especially, they raise you to ask permission, and here's what you do. The worst thing you can do is take your mother's advice on relationships. It will ruin your marriage. It will ruin your marriage. Because when she does that, she's going over to her left brain, and she's telling you left brain shit. And that's going to ruin it. I know, because guess what? That happened to me, and a lot of my buddies went through it. A lot of my clients went through it, and it's like most of us get the wrong advice from our mothers. They tell you rules, the right thing to say, the right thing to do, and that's not what a woman wants. She wants to know, what do you want to do? What do you like? If you can communicate that in the right brain language, she's going to love you. You know what women also do when you learn how to do this? They will brag to their girlfriends, to their mom, to their aunts, to their grand. They will tell everyone about you. Now in the beginning, the mom, the grandma, the girlfriends, oh, okay, sweetie, yeah, because a lot of women want to believe it so bad that even when they have a man that doesn't do this, they tell them that he does. But then after about 3 to 6 months, they're like, oh God, I was all in my head. I was making it up. Oh God. And then the mom comforts, oh dear, dear, come in. She's crying and oh God. But you are going to be the one who actually does it. And when you are introduced to her girlfriends and her mother and auntie and grandma and sisters, they're going to be like, holy shit, this guy actually does it. So the requirement for the course, before you take the course, you have to read the book, Crack the Female Code, and then get the girl, keep the girl. Those are the basic requirements. I would recommend you get the ultimate package. It's on my homepage right now. Read it, because I introduce you to something in the body language book I call sex signals. And it also has an introduction to the hidden language. Okay, doesn't teach you how to do it, but you start to see it. So when you come in to take the course, you're prepared to launch. Go to MikeKollin.com, MikeKollin.com. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.